All right, we're gonna try on here. We're gonna try it on here. Let me see if my audio's picking up. We're gonna try it on here. Let's see if this works a little bit better. I don't know if it's OBS. I don't know if it's Restream. We're gonna find out right now. That's what we're gonna find out. We're gonna find out whether it's Restream or if it's OBS, because something's messing with me and it's ticking me off. Is it going on? Can you see me? All right. So yeah, it's live now. All right. Is it working now? This thing is, oh my God, bro. The more stuff you buy, the more stuff you try to get, on this thing is just like ridiculously annoying. So we should be straight. All right, let's share this out. Let me share this out real quick. See, y'all get to see the background of things happening. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my guy, 4133, the podcast. My guy, Smitty, in the building already. On this thing is just like ridiculously annoying. So we'll start getting people back in here, man. You gotta love all this dumb stuff. It's looking like I just got to do it through Restream. So it is what it is. It is what it is. We got people coming in slowly, man. What up, everybody? What's going on, everybody? How y'all feeling? I never use Restream, so this is going to look very, very boring. Very boring. Let's get this in here real quick. Make it look a little bit like the OBS. At least we got the logo. You know what I mean? At least we got the logo. But what's going on, everybody, man? It's your boy Joe Castro, a.k.a. Philly Fresco, and it's another episode of Philly the Podcast, or at least it's trying to be. You know what I mean? We are trying out here. I was saying before I got rudely cut off by the internet or by OBS, whatever it was, I am excited about what this Eagles team is, man. I'm excited about what it's going to be. We have a very good opportunity to go out there and do something special, man, in a bunch of different ways. You know what I'm saying? But I guess we'll start with what's going on, James? I guess we'll start with the injury. So we do have Smitty back. We do have Johnny Wilson back. We are without Dallas Goedert. We're going to be without Britton Covey, which I love Britton Covey. I'm going to be real with y'all. I love Britton Covey, but at some point, you got to just say maybe football ain't it for you. You know what I mean? Maybe football ain't it for you. Maybe, I don't know, play something different or do something different, because he is always hurt. He is consistently hurt. We talk about Dallas Goedert, and he's another one that's consistently hurt, but at least he's made it through some years, right? Yeah, never a full year not getting hurt, but at least he's made it through some years in the NFL. I feel like every time we look at the injury report, Britton Covey's on there for some reason. So it's a little frustrating. I'm going to be honest with you. I love Cooper DeJean at punt returner. He's a very good punt returner, but I get nervous. You never want to see a player that means a lot to you out there, doing special teams, to be 100% honest with you. So we'll see what happens there. But I don't know. Maybe Britton Covey needs to figure it out. Maybe Britton Covey needs to figure out something different, because I don't know. I don't think that the NFL is really suited for his body type. It is what it is. It is what it is. We'll see what happens down the road, but next year is going to be really hard for me to justify creating a roster spot for him, right? Like, I mean, especially if you are able to get Jahan Dotson going, or you do pick up another wide receiver, what's really the position for him? So, I mean, we'll see what happens. What's going on, Berto? What's going on? I'm just excited to see us in the playoffs. I feel like we have the perfect recipe for the playoffs. You have a good defense. You got a good run offense. I just feel like everything's moving together. And this isn't even, I've said it before on videos, this isn't even where we end. This isn't like the full form. This isn't our final form. This isn't what, the Eagles are going to be in 2-3 years. You have all these young players on this team. They're only going to get better, right? They're only going to get more talented. They're only going to get more time together. And I feel like this team can be very, very special. I truly do. I feel like this team could be very, very special if everybody stays together. You know what I'm saying? You obviously got to keep Kellen here. You got to keep Vic Fangio here. But I feel like if you can keep your core here, man, you got something very, very special. Something very, very special. So we'll see what happens with that. But, I mean, is it Sunday yet? That's really where I'm at. Is it Sunday yet? Because I feel like all we got to do right now is go out there and play. That's the only thing I'm afraid of. We'll talk about the Panthers game. I know a lot of people are kind of already writing off the Panthers. A lot of people are, we should just play I've seen people say we should just play our backups. Don't worry about this game. This is an important game. One, you always got to win these type of games. You never want to lose a game that you should win, right? Especially the position that we're in right now. Right now, it's very tough for us to get that number one seed. You're hoping for some help from the Lions, but you can't help them and lose to a team you're not supposed to lose to. If you go out against the Steelers and you have a hard-fought game and you barely lose, it's a little bit more digestible than going to the last week and being like, damn, if we wouldn't have lost to the Carolina Panthers, we could be the number one seed. So I think that this is an important game. If you've been watching Bryce Young play, he has been getting better. I did a quick little short for Fox Sports The Gambler, so definitely go follow them if you don't already. But I did a short for them basically talking about how Bryce Young has played decent. He hasn't been amazing, don't get me wrong, but he has played a lot better and played smarter as a full offense. Their whole offense realistically has played a lot smarter over the past 4 or 5 weeks. Ever since Bryce Young has come back as a starter, he's played better. So I'm not going to sit here and act like it's going to be an easy win. Nobody has they have no chance at all. This is an NFL team. This is an NFL game. Anything can happen. So you have to be prepared, right? The Eagles have to still go out there, be prepared. Don't play dumb. Don't give no turnovers. This is a good game for you to go out there and dominate from the first, snap, to really get yourself some confidence, because we have won a lot of games by a good amount of points, but I can't really look at any of those games and be like, we just dominated from the word go on both sides. Whether our defense is the one that really got us going or our offense got us going in a game or two, it was never a full congruent game. I want to see a full game where both sides just understand what to do, understand what they got to do and get it done. You are going against a team that is struggling at the end of the day, but they, like I said, they have played better over the past couple of weeks, but you are playing a team that is not good, right? In the sense of what NFL is, they're not a top tier team. So you got to go out there and make them look like it, especially at this point. What's going on, PJ? What's going on? Yeah, we figured let's try this live thing out. We haven't been live in a minute, so we'll see what happens, man. Shout out to people already in here, man. I appreciate it. I appreciate everybody in here. But we'll see. I really don't feel like, again, I mean, it might sound cocky, but I don't feel like anybody could really beat the Eagles outside of the Eagles. This is a game where they take over early. That's what I'm looking for, Dank. That's what I'm looking for. At the end of the day, we have to. You can't go out there and just get by on every team. We have looked good. And when you look at the end of the game, you look at the score at the end of the game, it looks like we blow out teams, but realistically, they're far too close for far too long. The first half, it feels like we continuously let teams in, and at some point, they're going to make us pay for that. So you have to take over at some point. You have to play a full 4 quarters, and I don't feel like the Eagles have yet. I don't feel like the Eagles have played a full 4 quarters yet. Maybe that's just me. And it's mainly on the offense, to be real with you. It's mainly on the offense, has not really taken over a game yet. I don't feel like they have. Have they been able to score when it mattered? Yes. Have they been able to, get the run game going in certain spots when it mattered in the second half? Yes. But I would like to see this offense just take off from the first drive and just keep on going. I feel like you have all the players, especially having a Devontae Smith back. Grant Calcaterra is not trash. Grant Calcaterra has played well in the absence of Dallas Goedert. So I don't think it's a huge hit to lose a Dallas Goedert, but you got a guy like Johnny Wilson. Maybe he sees more inline snaps. You have guys, you have players that can go out there and make plays. And I feel like far too often we've been in situations where we're trying to get it going in the second half, and it just doesn't make sense. You have the players. Why are we not? I love that we're running the ball a lot, but it just doesn't make sense to me. I don't know. And I don't want to say force feed, but you got to get your offense going early. I really don't know what it is. Maybe it's the script that you got. The first 15 plays are just not good plays. Maybe you got to look at that. Maybe it's, collection, data collection. Maybe you're just trying to see what the other team is trying to do against you. So you're kind of playing, running lame duck plays, which I think will be stupid. But you know what they want to do to you. They want to stop Saquon. They want to make Jalen Hurts win you the game. They're not going to stop Saquon, and Jalen Hurts can win you the game if it comes down to it. So I don't know what you really need to collect data for if that's the case. But I've seen people say that. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is, but I do know I don't want to see it continue. I want to see the Eagles finally just take over a game, go out there, ball out, have no question about what happened in that game. And, it is what it is. That's what I want to see. And hopefully this is the game. This is the type of team that you should be able to do that again. But again, you got to go out there and you got to play the game. I don't feel like Panthers defense is, all that good. They have a couple good players. They got some good cornerbacks, but outside of that, I really don't see them having things that can match up with us. Real talk. I really don't. I remember Smitty saying they're showing different things in game than in tape. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, yeah, they're definitely showing different stuff. I mean, they're gonna want to do different things against the Eagles. The Eagles have been able to take over most games with their run game, right? But at the end of the day, I feel like that's all they're really trying to do. I feel like maybe we're making it too more complicated than it actually is. Like, not us, but I'm talking about like the offensive coordinator or Nick Sirianni himself, or maybe it's Jalen. Maybe it's Jalen kind of freaking out when he sees a different look and not trusting the play call. I really don't know. I really don't know. What's going on, Koza? What's going on, William? I really don't know, but they got to figure it out before the playoffs. You have to figure it out before the playoffs. But again, I feel like you have the perfect recipe, right? Or whatever you want to call it, the perfect marriage of run game and defense to be able to go out there and beat just about anybody. So if you can figure out how to get this offense clicking early, I think this team is unstoppable, to be real with you. I think that's the only thing that we're not doing right now. We're not doing it perfectly right now, but I think you can fix that in season. You can fix that towards the playoffs. And maybe it is just handing the ball off more. Maybe it is first, second, and third down on the first drive. You just hand the ball off and see if they can stop you. And if they can't, then maybe it opens up more, on different sides of the field. It's got to be figured out. It's got to be figured out. I don't get paid big money to figure that out. They're going to have to figure it out. But I do like what I'm seeing from the Eagles, man, and it can only get better, in my opinion. I don't feel like this is something that's going to crash. I think this is very sustainable. Last year, we saw something that wasn't very sustainable, right? You saw the Eagles going out there and barely winning games, coming back. You had bad defense. You had inconsistent offense. I feel like you still have kind of an inconsistent offense, but you have a better defense. So right now it feels way more sustainable, excuse me. And, even with the inconsistencies of the offense, you still have a player in Saquon Barkley that you can literally just give him the ball and say, go wreak havoc. I don't feel like we had that in prior years. Yes, you had Miles Sanders. DeAndre Swift played well for us. But realistically, they aren't Saquon Barkley. I don't feel like any other team really had to game plan around DeAndre Swift. And part of that is our fault. You know what I'm saying? Part of that is really our fault. As an organization, we continuously we ignored our running backs for a lot of years. Ever since we lost McCoy, it was like 1 year that we said, all right, we'll run the ball, and we won the Super Bowl that year. In 2020, I think we were top 5 in rushing, went to the Super Bowl that year. So there's definitely, there's correlation between that. And we'll see. We'll see what happens. They got to figure it out, though, because you can't keep on having slow starts to the games. That's my biggest thing. If you're going to continuously have slow starts to games, you might as well, especially in the playoffs. If you let a team like the Detroit Lions get ahead of you, 7-10, nothing, it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. I don't feel like the Lions really have a defense that can stop our offense, especially our run game. I mean, they're losing guys by the minute, and I give them credit for being able to go out there and, play football against Green Bay, but it's not like their defense was lights out. I mean, they made plays, but their defense wasn't lights out by any means. So I trust our team. I don't think many teams can stop our running game. I think that if you can get this passing game really going and consistently going, find a number 3 guy that even if it's your tight end that you can consistently go to when AJ and Smitty are, held up, then sky's the limit. Sky's the limit. What's going on, Texas Eagle? What's going on, brother? What's going on? Man, I'm chilling. I'm trying to see what, get back on these live streams a little bit. It's been a minute. So I wanted to see, what people up to. I haven't done a live stream in so long. I ain't gonna lie. I think it's been like a month. I think outside of I kind of want to know, outside of Best of Enemies, when's the last time I've been trying for the past couple of days, but my OBS has been bugging out. And I was about to give up today too, but I was like, you know what? Nah, we're going to try Restream, see if it's Restream. It must be my OBS. So we're going to have to figure that out. But we've been killing it with the videos, man. I really appreciate everybody showing love on the videos. Let me see when the last time, 2 months ago, when I had Fran Duffy and Josh on. Yeesh. When I had Fran and Josh on, that was too long ago. Drew, what's going on, brother? Yeah, I had to try again, Drew. I had to try again, man. It's crazy because literally over the past couple of weeks, it's been crazy. All right, over the past couple of months, we had 2 different hurricanes, 2 of them, 2 different hurricanes in Tampa. My Cam Link stopped working, so I had to buy a whole new Cam Link, and that's like $100. Bro, and then this one stopped working, so I had to update all my stuff today. I've been scrambling, man. I've been scrambling. Now, we're not the same as the beginning of the season. I'm confident, even if we are losing our coordinators, actually making in-game adjustments early in-game. Yeah, I mean, I do have confidence in my team. I don't want to make it sound like I have no confidence, but I do want to see them just go out there and dominate from the word go. You know what I'm saying? There's too many times I'm just sitting here in the second quarter bro, what's going on? And then they get it going or something. You know what I mean? Maybe I'm nitpicking, and that's all right. That's okay. It's okay to nitpick. It's okay to nitpick, right? It's okay to nitpick. Sometimes it's even better to nitpick because honestly, the past couple of years we've been stressing. I've been stressing. Last year was stressful. I'm glad I ain't stressing too much. What's going on, Corey? What's going on? Man, I'm chilling. Man. I can't call it. It's a real relaxed, relaxed live stream. I hope y'all like the background that we've been using. I've been trying to get everything a little bit cleaner, a little bit nicer. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to really start attacking very, very, very soon. Obviously, I'm going to the Senior Bowl again this year. If you guys don't know, I work with Fox Sports now. Fox Sports, the gambler out of Philadelphia. So definitely go follow them, man. I'm giving a lot of exclusives to them. And hopefully I'll be covering a big event. And we'll see. I'm not going to give away too much because I feel like when I give away too much, it don't happen. So I ain't going to say yet nothing too much yet. But definitely go shout out to my guys at Fox Sports, man. It's been a lot of fun working with them. I ain't going to lie. It's been a lot of fun. But yeah, we're going to keep these live streams going because I remember doing these live streams and right now I know people, especially messing up the first live stream, everybody probably is just now starting to kind of find the live stream again. But, I remember doing these live streams and having a lot of fun, man. I usually do them during the off season, but we already been there, done that. Like Nick said, we trying to do something special, some special things, and we have the most clutch quarterback outside of Mahomes. Yeah. And bro, that's the thing with me is that I feel confident with this team because not just because of what we are, but you look at what the rest of the NFL is. I'm not afraid of the Bills. I'm not afraid of the Chiefs. I'm definitely not afraid of the Chiefs. I'm not afraid of the Chiefs. The Chiefs barely beat the Panthers. If I'm not mistaken, they beat them by 3 points. I could be mistaken on that, but I'm pretty sure it was 3 points game. But either way, they barely beat the Panthers. I'm not afraid of them. I'm not afraid of the Lions. I'm really not afraid of the Lions. I'm going to be real with you. And why am I not afraid of the Lions? Because I don't feel like they that tough. I'm going to be real with you. I feel like if they get punched in the mouth, they're not going to know how to handle it. They ain't played us. I don't care who they've played. They have not played us. Once Sack Bond gets in Jared Goff's face, it's a wrap. Once Nakobe Dean knocks somebody out, it's a wrap. And once Chauncey Gardner-Johnson hits somebody in the mouth, it's a wrap, bro. I really don't feel like a lot of teams have seen our type of physicality. And that's a beautiful thing to say. I haven't said that in a long time about an Eagles defense. We are physical. We are physical. And, and it's crazy to bring this up, but last year, Sean Desai says, I want Eagles fans to feel this defense. I feel it now. I definitely feel it now. I feel this defense now. You can feel those hits. You can hear those hits. So I'm not afraid of really many teams. I don't feel like anybody's really seen the Eagles, man. No, you may have played a lot of teams, but you have not played the Eagles. You have not played the Eagles. How about the Eagles defense? How about them? How about them? They look amazing. They really do look amazing. And the crazy thing about that defense is it's only going to get better. It's only going to get better. You got guys like Cooper DeJean, Quinyon Mitchell. They're only going to get better. Only going to get better. This Jalen Hurts slander is absolutely wild. Lions don't scare me at all. Yeah, people hating on Jalen Hurts. Imade, what's going on? What's going on? Yeah, people hating on Jalen Hurts, but it's not nothing new. It's nothing new. You know what I'm saying? Like people I think are afraid of what Jalen Hurts can be. How old is Jalen Hurts? 26? How old is he? Hold on. He was born in 98. He's 26. Oh, he was born 7 days before me. 26. I think people are afraid of what he can become. That's the truth. I truly do believe people are afraid of what he's going to become. He's only 26. And I brought this up. I brought up some stats. And I'm going to pull it up. I'm going to find the thing. It was Tom Brady. And bear with me, guys. All right? You know what I'm saying? Maybe this is a little bit OD. Okay? Is that what the kids say? But I believe this, man. So it was Jalen Hurts and Tom Brady, right? We're going to pull it up. We're going to pull up the stat. Delete sign. Hold on. So I'm going to pull it up. I pulled up Jalen Hurts and Tom Brady stats in their first 5 years. So you got mind you, 10 more games for Jalen Hurts, okay? And in some areas that's going to show, in some areas that's going to show good for him. And again, I'm not saying he's Tom Brady, okay? I'm not saying he's Tom Brady. Obviously, Tom Brady has at the bottom three things in his first 5 years that Jalen Hurts doesn't have just yet. But he's going to get his first one this year. But look at the record. 4 more wins for Tom Brady, 5 more losses for Jalen Hurts. You're right on pace, a better completion percentage, a little bit more yards per attempt, a little bit less yards per game, a little bit less touchdowns, about 16, way less interceptions, a better passer rating, way more rush. I mean, the rushing. So you're that quarterback. You're basically right there with Tom Brady in the first 5 years of your career, plus you're adding another 3,000 yards of rushing. You're 16 passing touchdowns away from Tom Brady in his first 5 years. Mind you, Jalen Hurts didn't start his first year, right? But you're 16 passing touchdowns away with 53 rushing touchdowns. I mean, that's crazy. That's crazy. And again, I'm not saying he's Tom Brady. I'm not saying, but he ain't that far off. He ain't that far off. I'm just saying. Texas Eagles says, plus we a young defense that's already elite. I trust them every week, and I called it. I said this defense will carry us before the season started. I knew he would be this good. I didn't. I knew that Cooper would be this good. And if you don't believe me, go look at my all the stuff I talked about with the draft. I talked about Cooper. I talked about Quinyon. I was huge fans of them. I was a pretty big fan of Anaya Smith and Johnny Wilson too, but they haven't shown too much yet. Johnny Wilson in spurts, he's looked good. But I've been huge fans of these guys. I knew they were going to be good. I knew they were going to be good. But I didn't have much faith in Vic Fangio's defense. I'm going to be real. And I was wrong. I was 100% wrong. Dank says hit golf a couple times, he'll start to fold. Yeah. I mean, bro, I really don't feel like a lot of teams have faced the type of physicality that the Eagles bring on offense and defense. Real talk, on offense and defense. Who wants to keep on getting hit by Saquon Barkley? Because that's really what you're doing. You're not tackling him. You're getting hit by Saquon Barkley. You ain't hitting him. He's hitting you. So who wants to keep getting hit by Saquon Barkley all game? Then you got to tackle Devontae is, it is what it is. But you got to tackle A.J. Brown. You got to tackle Johnny Wilson if he's in there. You got to tackle, Grant Calcaterra. You got to tackle Dallas Goedert. You got to go against this offensive line, deal with tush pushes. Who really is that physical in the NFL right now? I'm looking forward to the Steelers game because I think they're close. I do. I think physicality-wise, I think they're probably the closest team in the NFL. But who else is that? Detroit, maybe before they got all their injuries to their D-line, they were closer. But I don't think they're a physical team. I think that, I don't know. They soft, bro. I'm not afraid of the Detroit Lions. I'm not afraid of the Detroit Lions at all, to be real with you. I'm not impressed by the Detroit Lions. I don't give a damn. Call me a hater. Call me biased. Just don't call me late for dinner. Amani says Panthers 17, Eagles 52. So the spread is 13 points. And I've been talking to people about this for a while. They've lost their Panthers have lost their last 5 games, I think it is, either 4 or 5 games, by a combined score of 10 points. So I don't think we're going to blow them out. I don't know. I could be wrong. I always admit I could be wrong. But I don't think we're going to blow them out. I think it's going to be closer than we expect. And that's fine. I think that it's going to be a fight. I don't think it'll be a fight. Maybe those are strong words. I'll say like a backdoor cover. Like I could see the Eagles being up by like 20 with the, game almost over, and then the Panthers score a touchdown or, score a touchdown and an extra point, and now you're at 13, and it's 13 and a half right now, I think is the spread. So I can see them like backdoor covering it. I don't know. I'm really weird with this game right now. I'm going to be real with you. I'm very, very everywhere with this game. I don't know what it's going to be. This is one of those games I don't want to bet on, but I probably will. I'm gonna be honest. I got a problem, y'all. I got a problem. What's going on, Nina? What's going on? Shout out to Nina. You got away from Florida just in time. Just in time. Just in time. Those Hurricanes. Same birthday as Mike Trout. Oh, that's dope. That's dope. Yeah, I mean, look, at the end of the day, we're only going to get better. We're only going to get better. How does this look? I forgot that you could do this. Hold up. I forgot you could do that. See, I'll never be in Restream, bro. I'm only in Restream for Best of Enemies, and it's already set up. You know what I'm saying? Everything's already set up, so I don't really have to do too much. But we're going to start doing this more often. I'm going to probably go back to the mornings. That's my time, you know what I'm saying? Probably 10 a.m. again. But I just wanted to test this out, make sure everything's working, talk to whoever wanted to talk, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully I can get this OBS working soon because, I mean, this is cool and everything, but my OBS just looked better, you know what I'm saying? On OBS, it just looks better. It's a little bit cleaner, a little bit sharper. And, you pay a lot of money for all this stuff. You want it to be clean and sharp. But either way, I appreciate everybody that came in, talked with me for a little bit. Like I said, we are going to get back to these live streams. Hold me to it. So if you don't see me for a couple of days, hit me up on Twitter and be like, yo, Joe, what the heck is going on? You said you were going to do some live streams. I want to go live every single day again. So hold me to it. I'm asking you guys, because if you're here, you're day one, you're one of those ride or dies, because I did not promote this. I didn't tell anybody else going to go live until like literally right when I was about to go live. So I appreciate everybody that's in here popping that talk. But yeah, so keep me to it. Hold me to it. Let me know, whatever you guys want to talk about, whatever is a good time. Oh, let me respond to these before. Dank says they don't account for his rushing ability, but at the same time, Lamar Jackson is elite because of his rushing ability. Yeah, and it's crazy. I will give Lamar Jackson a lot of credit. He's thrown for a lot of yards this year. He's looked really good this year. Not against the Eagles, but he looked really good this year. How about Vic brought back this defense from the dead? I still remember that, Sean. Yeah, I do too. Eagles fans too focused on Detroit. I don't care about them. That's just me. I feel you. I'm just focused on them because of the game yesterday. I really wanted them to lose. And I do think that was a really important game for Eagles fans because that kind of tells you what we have to do. Now, I don't want to say it's impossible. I've seen a lot of people saying that it's impossible. I like the Bears a second time against the Lions. And I like the Bills. I like Vikings. I think that they all have a shot to beating them. So, and I don't see how the Lions are playing being sustainable, bro. You're losing players almost every single play. So, I just feel like they're going to slow down at some point. We'll see. This year team is the opposite of last year's team. Last year they fell apart at the end of the year. This year they are improving as a team they are improving as a team as the year goes. That's largely due to coaching. I agree 100%, Lonely B. I agree. Fangio, it's Fangio, okay? I got to say it right. Who was it that called me out? On one of my last videos, someone was like, you're butchering Fangio's last name. So it's Vic Fangio. Fangio, okay? I'm going to get it right, y'all. I had to say CJ Ushmanzada's name, so I was just proud that I got close on that one. And, yeah, Fangio. There we go. I said Fangio again. Fangio just had a team of crybabies. We have hungry young players willing to learn. It's funny because my next door neighbor, a really good friend of mine, really, really good friend of mine, we're actually talking about making our own little podcast because we're always talking about random sports and random stuff. But either way, he's a huge Dolphins fan. And I told him, I just think they soft, to be honest, because they was complaining about getting coached too hard by Fangio. And now look at them. Now they're complaining because their coach is cold and stuff. So, yeah, it says a lot more about them than us. I would rather beat them in Detroit so they can start the narrative on us only being able to get the Super Bowl with the number 1 seed. Yeah, I mean, I don't care about narratives. I really don't care about narratives. I just know it would be a little bit easier for I don't even think it'll be easier for them to win the Super Bowl being at home. I just think it would be nicer. I'm gonna be real with you. I'd much rather have home games. I don't want to see us in this town and that town. Stay home until you have to go to New Orleans, which I wonder if I'm going to that game. Anybody going to the Super Bowl? Because we're gonna be in it, right? Y'all know we're gonna be in it. Joe, they mad at us. They could be mad at us. What Kendrick Lamar say? They not like us. They not like us. They not like us. You know what I'm saying? I don't care, bro. But yeah, like I said, hold me to it. I really appreciate everybody that came in here. Yeah, y'all know what it is, man. If y'all want more content, go follow me on Fox Sports The Gambler, man. I'm gonna be doing a lot of stuff for them, especially concerning the birds. So definitely go over there. They have a bunch of special guests. We always have somebody on Mondays. Dave Spadero works with us and everything. So it's a lot of fun. Appreciate y'all. But y'all know what it is, man. It's Fly Eagles Fly. And we are out here. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace.
Eagles fans everywhere. This is for you.
Fly Eagles flying. Touchdown, time to get Jalen this ring. You don't really want to start a thing. This a Bird Gang Nation, baby. It's a Philly thing. Hater, and you looking like you type trash. I'm just here cool with Philly the podcast. And we can call a man dog or watch Miles score off the handoff. Rest of the division, your man soft. Jackson like Sean